I was born ready, but I'm never done. Triumphant looks just to find the right one. Melanin pop bright like the sun. Sun kissed and you wish to compare, hun. Be careful what you wish, don't you dare, hun. Tried to warn you, see the message wasn't clear, hun. I am a woman of my word, cause I'm fair, hun. Give you what you asked for, cause I care, hun.
What's up, everybody? We are back again. Happy Monday. Happy New Year. The Shady Bunch is back, giving y'all 2021 life. So we are back. I'm RJ Shields. Period.
K-Status, the baddest bitch in the game. Period.
JP, and I'm trying to set my camera up because my iPad just dropped.
We are back. Today we are talking about RHOA. This was just the 5th episode, maybe?
4? I think it's 4.
Yeah,
it's absolutely lost count.
Honestly, this season is starting off a bit slow, but I think they're trying to let it. I think this season they're trying to let it build a little bit.
I like that.
I like it. I like it. They're focusing more on the family, the social justice, and less about the drama. But I guess we can get straight into it. So the episode started off with Cynthia, Kenya, and Mal going to the yoga spot, doing a little yoga, whatnot. Cynthia is thick as freak.
Yeah.
Her and Mal, I'm like, God.
I definitely can see a difference between Peter and her new husband.
Was that shade, Kiki?
I'm just saying, I mean, how you Jamaican, but you ain't giving her that Jamaican booty.
Her sister got it.
Well, she always had a booty, but now she's like thick.
It's like one of them just going on. But I digress. So
like Kenya has really gained a lot of weight. Like, no shade. Like,
she really has.
Like when she was struggling to get down and she was breathing heavy, I'm like, oh wow. But I can connect with her on gaining weight in quarantine because I was like when we first started and I had gained weight, I was like the same amount, like 180. I gained like 30 pounds.
It was up and down for me. If I gained it, but then it like kept going up.
I gained and it kept going up till I started working out.
I was on a health kick during quarantine, so I was like, I'm gonna just use time to work out.
Oh, that's what I should have been doing, but it was my last year of college when we started. So all I wanted to do, bitch, me and my friends, we drank every day.
Yes.
We ate out every day.
I think Ernest is back. He's joining right now. He has some technical difficulties, so hopefully
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Thank you, Jesus.
But Ernest, we was talking about the beginning of the episode of RHOA, and her Kenya, Mal, and Cynthia going to the yoga spot talking about the wedding, and Kenya kind of out.
I know exactly where you're going. I fell asleep, but in a good way. Because I don't understand, like, maybe one of y'all can explain their friendship to me, but I just get tired. I get tired of Kenya just, playing Cynthia how she does, and then Cynthia collapses back for 1 second, and Kenya's just like, oh, she's being mean. I don't get it. It's annoying.
Kiera, what's your thoughts on the yoga trip?
Honestly, I want for Cynthia to realize that Kenya is not a good friend to her.
Thank you. That's all we want.
She's very aggressive. She's very aggressive.
Be careful with that word aggressive now.
I say something. In the moment, Kenya is very aggressive, but in the moment at the yoga spot, when they were talking about the marriage, as much as I hate to say that I'm on Kenya's side, I'm on Kenya's side when it comes to that. Well, Mike's side when it comes to that, actually, because Kenya's on Mike's side.
Yeah.
I don't understand why Cynthia wants this big full-on wedding. And Kenya was right. Like, she keeps contradicting herself. You keep saying that you want to marry this man regardless, but then you're saying that you don't want to get married if you can't have this big wedding on this day. Like, why do you need this big wedding on this day? You, like he said, we can get married on 10/10/20 and have our little celebration later on. Why do you need this big wedding? You've already had a big wedding, and we see where that went.
So you think? Do you think it's for cam? Do you think she was waiting for the cameras?
I don't think now that I don't think it was Kimber, but I do think she's doing it for. I think she's doing it for a show, but not for this show. I just think she just wants this big wedding.
Yeah.
But everybody wants this big wedding. But I just feel like personally, how I feel and how I look at it and how I was kind of raised after the first marriage. Once you go on to the second and the third, baby, you don't need no big wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to take your ass to the courthouse and call it a day.
And call it and get you and do you a little
And maybe have a reception.
Okay.
a house cookout.
Yeah.
A little cookout in the backyard, child, throw some burgers.
But I didn't understand, and then I didn't understand, and honestly, maybe it's just me, but even when I get married, period, I'm not gonna have this big wedding, so I don't understand why people have these large weddings where they invite all like 250 people. Like, that's ridiculous to me.
And during a pandemic, I just felt like that wasn't really smart. But I mean, she said everybody COVID tested.
Yeah, everybody that was there said it was safe, so I get it. But at the same time, it's just like, why did? But still, why did you need that many people? What did Giselle say?
Giselle went on Watch What Happens Live, I believe, and was like she left early because she felt uncomfortable and all this stuff, and kind of saying like they weren't taking really safety precautions and stuff like that. So she had to leave early and meet Jamal at the hotel.
And not at his house. And not at his house.
Yeah. Not his house.
Anyway, I just feel like 250 people, pandemic or not, I feel like it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Definitely ridiculous.
Like 250 people, like, why do you need, like, that's why I agree with King when she says it's like you're doing it not, like, in my opinion, not for the show, but you're doing it for show. Like, why do you need these people there so bad?
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand.
And she does it. And my thoughts on the whole thing, I feel like Cynthia kind of, sometimes in friendship, she's like, kind of like she takes a back seat. And her friends, I think Cynthia has friends with big personalities. A lot of her friends have like bigger personalities than her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Kenya's personality is just like very in your face. Like, I'm just gonna tell you straight up, no chaser. And I'm not a big Kenya fan, and everyone knows that. But
do you think Cynthia uses that to like her advantage?
No, I feel like it's just very naive.
Not naive.
I feel like when as much as I hate to agree with your fave, I do agree when you said for some reason it's just like people focus on not even just her, but whoever Cynthia is friends with who has a bigger personality other than Cynthia.
She's a bit dry.
I don't think she's dry, but she doesn't have like a very like in your face personality, like you said. Like she's more.
She's sweet. She's the sweet one. You know.
She's the sweet one, yeah. So like, and she does talk her shit, but a lot of the times I feel like people tend to focus on her friends for whatever reason more than her. But her friends are a little much, so.
So I guess we can move on. Candy and Kenya go to have lunch. Kenya No More makes nasty remarks to Portia, and when Candy states, "Oh," Kenya asks Candy, "Oh, how's Portia doing?" And she got arrested again. It's just like she was waiting for the opportunity to take shots. She was waiting for her moment to get
Absolutely.
My whole thing is, Kenya, like, we have yet to see you protest. We have yet to see you post anything that involves Black Lives Matter. None of that. At the end of the day, Portia did it because as Black people, we are humans too. Just because our skin color is different from everybody else, that doesn't mean we should be treated any other different or any other way. Period.
And if you're not down for the fight, then you're not with the movement. So it starts at the ground level. It starts in the streets. So you turning that into shade. I would just really not go that route because the people are not gonna. I mean, Kenya, okay, they said she's a shade queen, cool. But if you want to shade somebody, don't go there. Don't touch them because people.
And then my thing is, what did she say? She was like, it's like
Again,
they're doing all. What did she say? She said something like
we're
it's
doing
like
this
they're
for a
doing.
photo op.
Well,
No, not that part.
Bravo
She no,
cut
she
that part
said
out. Bravo cut
no.
that
She
part out.
said she said it's like they're getting arrested on purpose or something like that
Purpose.
at this point.
Bravo, they
Like,
released.
why would they get arrested on point on purpose?
They
Thank you.
they showed that part in the trailer, but they cut it out of the episode. So I don't know if they're trying. I feel like they was like, maybe we shouldn't show that. But her mouth is disgusting. Her mouth is utterly disgusting. It's disgusting.
Always has been.
Disgusting. And,
No, I come to the point and I realize Kenya's just slow, so I have to take time understanding that. No, I'm serious because it's one thing to like be shady for the show, but then you're shading like a movement basically. Now Tamika already done read into you. You ain't learned your lesson yet.
you made a long time on nothing, girl. You ain't say nothing. Girl, bye. You doubled down on everything you said. Girl, bye. Sit down. Who shades Tamika? Who shades Tamika?
She said, why is it you're always getting arrested on camera? I'm sorry that the cameras just happen to be around when a handcuff is put on me. It's a whole protest going on, so of course they're recording it.
She's a celebrity.
Exactly.
They're gonna file. People are recording with their phones. Half of the footage they have from when she was protesting is phone footage. So
exactly, just like Yandy, and I forgot the other celebrity, but just like how they recorded all of them getting arrested, not just Portia. Now, that was not Bravo cameras. That was the news.
But it's a good thing that it was recorded because what if they would try some shit with Portia?
Exactly. That's the whole purpose of the movement. We have video evidence of y'all doing all this stupid stuff, and y'all still aren't prosecuting these people. That's why we're recording, Miss Kenya. Not just because the only camera you're in front of is a Bravo camera, and that's been the only camera you've been in front of for years. That's not a problem.
Miss Ratchet USA.
Kiara, I missed you. I'm sorry.
I missed you too. Oh my God. I miss all of y'all.
I'm just saying, like, the hate is very much real.
It's just
so real. And it's like, for what?
Then you get mad that you ain't invited to her event. Well,
baby, I got some tea. I got some exclusive tea on that. And
get there.
We'll get there.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get there. So first, Drew and her husband go to counseling. And that don't make that face. I really have hope for Drew and Ralph. I really do.
I have hope in Drew.
I do.
I have hope in Drew.
Hope for Drew. Thank you. I have hope for Drew. As far as her husband, I don't see it. I don't see it.
Well, RJ, I have hope for Ralph. I do.
I think Ralph is just. I think he's a product of his environment. I feel like he has a lot of stuff that he's working through, and I feel like they're the
at damn near 40.
At the end of the day, like, he's the kind of person, he has mommy issues. Coming from someone who has dated someone who has mother issues, he definitely should have focused on that shit before he even got into a relationship years ago.
What this girl got to do with your mama? You
and the fact that Drew is putting herself in a situation to where it's breaking her down emotionally and mentally. That's not a good look. I'm sorry. It's just
that's why I feel like she's the perfect counselor. She's showing her life, you know. Besides Kenya Moore, who her husband won't even film with her, so she's showing all aspects of her life. She's a bona fide.
We love that.
She's a bona fide housewife and with money and residual income. But
the acting career.
The real one.
And a current, in this era, acting career.
She's still working.
Still working.
Yeah.
Just
I have to give this reminder every time because somebody tried to argue this with me.
Can you get a Christmas movie yet?
She got a Christmas movie?
Has Kenya got a Christmas movie yet?
Oh.
I was still wondering what happened to the damn pilot.
It was a pilot, Josh. I told you, it's a pilot.
It's swirled out the door.
A pilot
picked up.
Swirled to Blockbuster.
That's the purpose of a pilot. A pilot is your audition. If the people don't like it,
got picked up
by YouTube.
It got picked up by Blockbuster. The Fire Stick.
Blockbuster still around? Blockbuster ain't around no more.
And my point exactly. Anyways, so Ralph.
But
What you say?
go ahead.
Okay. No, so Ralph tells Drew he wants her to stop emasculating him like his mother did her father, and he wants sex 3 times a week.
Okay.
That was the
With
most.
Sex part. I agree with the sex part.
Yeah, the sex part, and yeah, I'm not
When
gonna
you
lie.
married,
Three times. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I definitely agree.
and when you have kids, I feel like yeah, it is a minimum. So I feel like 3 times a week is good.
Mm-hmm.
I do. But the whole emasculating part, well, we never seen how Drew's mom interacted with her dad. So I would need him to be specific when he says that. Like, what do
Yeah.
you mean emasculate him?
yeah. And I'm just like, no, I'm sorry, but if you're a man, you're a man. Can't
Period.
no woman emasculate you.
Thank you.
You're
Then
choosing
what?
to feel emasculated, and
Exactly.
that's your personal thing. You can just say, babe, I don't like the way you talk to me right now. Period. Why is it? Oh, you're emasculating me. This just seems like a cop out. That's
Exactly. Because she didn't say anything about you in your trip to Tampa. Like
And
you
one
just
thing, about that whole entire therapy, she should have addressed that.
she should have.
She should have addressed that.
I feel
she
like
probably feel like she probably feel like she beating a dead horse at this point because he's never gonna give like a straight up answer about that.
True.
Which is why which is why he should have stayed where he was at. If he was fucking with me.
I hope they get into that more at the reunion. Maybe they'll address that more at the
Oh,
reunion.
please no, because then Andy gonna be nosy. Please no.
You know, messy Andy. We'll
All I hope if she ever does get answers to that, I just hope it ain't nothing. I'm praying that it's nothing too drastic where
The only way I want.
Maybe he was with a cousin.
No.
Trying to save you, Ralph.
Maybe
No,
must be
don't get me wrong.
Must be a fourth cousin twice removed.
Well, I'm gonna work on trying to get Ralph on the show. I'm trying to see if we can work something out. I do have special guests, but we'll talk about that as we go.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I still have hope for Ralph, but just be honest and said you went to see a girl in Tampa. So just be honest.
Thank you.
At this point, she's still with you.
Yeah, she's not gonna leave. I mean, would you leave if it was? I wouldn't.
I wouldn't have left. I wouldn't have left. He would never been able to come back. You done left for 3 days. Don't come back.
I'm changing the logs, the password, everything.
Your stuff will be somewhere in your stuff will be somewhere in Lake Erie.
Ain't no hole in Tampa by the ruin my fit. Tell that hoe.
I can't deal with stuff like that. I'm too sensitive. No, since obviously that hoe in Tampa has something that I don't have. Stay there in Tampa with her because I ain't got it for here. You in Atlanta.
I don't know if I will be willing to just.
But having him be that disrespectful.
But at the same time, yeah. I agree with what you're saying. Like, yeah, you're in this marriage. It's just hard to get that up. But it's just like if my partner not respecting me, we don't have a marriage.
And Drew saying that it wasn't their first time. She said we're a dozen therapy sessions, and I'm
like, and nothing still didn't work.
Oh yeah, at this point,
then that's the problem.
At this point, drop the divorce papers.
Well, from the clip I've seen of her being on Watch What Happens Live, she said they're in an amazing place. They're good. She said it's gonna work out.
But how many more amazing places can they get to until they can resolve the issue?
Hello.
We is gonna get into it, and
because it's been 6 years.
Ralph went on to apologize to Drew for making after she has a breakdown, and I really respected Drew for being like honest and upfront because it's hard being vulnerable, especially with a therapist, being a person who's active in therapy. It's hard being vulnerable sometimes, and I really appreciate her for just breaking down the fourth wall and being totally transparent in front of the world. Putting her marriage in front of the world to judge and to break apart. It's a lot, and I appreciate it. I really do appreciate you for being.
Maybe it's just me, but I don't like when you only get an apology after you cry.
I feel like
That's
he
just me.
started off when he did that little fake ass pat on the shoulder. What was that?
They're laughing. Laughing.
Passive aggressive. It's just like, oh, I ain't
Like a
spent too
little
much
pat on
time
the
on.
back.
We ain't gonna spend too much time on Ralph. I want Ralph to come on the show and explain his side, so maybe we can get a peace of mind, and maybe he'll answer the question: Where were you? What were you in
If he comes off and asks him who he's with.
No, I can't kick it off. Who you was with?
Who was you
Right with
with?
it.
And what was y'all doing?
Period.
I just want to know who you was with. That's all.
That's all I want to know.
Listen,
That's
I don't have
all
to.
I know.
I don't have to
Where you
guess.
with?
I don't have to guess what y'all are doing if I know who it is.
True.
No, we didn't know who it is first.
It's not, if you weren't with a girl, if you weren't with somebody, if you weren't doing anything crazy, why can't you just say it? What would it kill you to just tell the truth? But okay, so we cut to Kenya. No shade.
Do we have to talk
But
about Kenya?
shade.
Do we have to talk about Kenya? I'm sorry.
It was this. I don't know. Kenya's age is really starting to show.
You think so?
It's the skin.
Yeah.
It's the skin.
Have
She's
you
not bad,
zoomed
though.
in on her neck lately?
Mm-hmm.
Her and Giselle got the same neck.
Like I was telling y'all, I feel like she don't know now. She's getting older. She don't know what makeup to wear. She's just doing her regular routine, and it seems like she's packing makeup on the skin.
I feel like
you
she what
can
you call
tell.
it. I feel like she's just going through it with her husband.
Man, I think she seems a little stressed and depressed.
Yeah.
So
That's
I think
Lauren,
it's the
does.
man. I think she's losing herself.
That's what stress does. Makes your skin just show.
she looks
Giselle knew all about that. Shoot, had a meltdown on that stage.
Period.
and Giselle need to start a group, the Battered Wives Club.
Mentally battered.
You know they have one thing in common though. They rent boyfriends.
Yeah.
Every season.
Every.
I'll give them
It
that.
ain't never had not one sitting behind them.
And then where did they get these rentals from? Y'all renting the wrong man. These men can't even show up on camera.
No, this is
For
what
real.
no, we
And
can't
then when they
ignore
on
what
camera, they
Josh
can't even
just
play
said.
the part.
I can't ignore what Josh just said. They really never defend a girl. They really
Never.
don't.
Never.
Walter kicked you to the curb. Matt broke your
They love
windows.
football.
Sherman left you. Jamal done slept too many times on you. The men just don't defend y'all.
Mm-mm.
No, at all. Whatsoever.
Y'all don't pay them that much? Y'all housewives, right? Y'all got these big checks, right?
So Lauren
Monique
is
said them
saying,
little checks.
I believe RHOA is probably up there a little bit with.
I
They
think
made
so.
the most.
Yeah.
I think they all made like 7 figures or close to it.
Mm-hmm.
So they call Candy the highest paid for a reason.
We're going to get into Andy on part 2 with this pay because I got some tea on that. We'll get into that. So, yeah.
Oh,
we'll address
by
that.
the way,
And we're
I also
breaking down salaries. We're breaking down salaries.
Also to add to that, if y'all remember Buffy from Married to Medicine, I don't know who pissed this off, but she aired the fuck out of her castmates. I will show y'all that later.
Well, Buffy was treated terribly.
She was.
She was.
Very.
I ain't expected to wake up today though and just say, you know what? I got something to say.
Period.
But send it to my phone right now.
Shout out to Buffy Purcell, amazing tax expert. Shout out to Buffy. So Lauren is preparing for Portia.
I still don't care for her and Mariah though. I'm sorry.
The boycott. We're gonna get into the boycott.
We'll get into that. We'll get into it.
Y'all gotta stay tuned for part 2. But and we're gonna get into all of the Potomac, OT, all that mess. So now getting back into the swing of things, Lauren is sending out invitations, calling people for Portia's surprise party to celebrate her journey on this social justice. And she makes a call to Cynthia, inviting her and whatnot. And Cynthia wants to invite Kenya. I don't know why.
Like, this ain't your party, girl. Like, and then I invited you, not you and Kenya.
Yeah, I wouldn't even have wanted to invite Kenya.
Kenya, I'm sorry. Mm-mm.
So Lauren kindly retracts her invitation and says Kenya is not welcome because she does not want her sister's event to be a shit show and a shade fest. And
Oh, hold on, I got you. I gotta do this part.
I kind
Did
of
y'all
agree
know
with.
anything about this?
No, we're just finding out.
Just finding out.
And
That's a lie.
even if they did, they didn't have to tell you. You work for them. It's not the other way around.
Thank you.
I know an insider, a Bravo insider, one of my sources, very credible, says production knew. They wanted to get Kenya's natural reaction.
Of course, production knows. Everybody knows production gonna know everything.
Everything.
Her do. But I know they knew once Lauren broke down, like when she invited them and when she retracted her invite. She said she only retracted her invite like 2 hours after she invited both.
Oh, okay, I'll give him that. I'll give him that one.
I don't think Lauren was wrong for doing that. I mean, look.
I don't think, but I don't understand why Kenya is so upset. I don't think that Lauren was being like malicious when she took the invite back. First of all, you and Portia already are not in a good place.
Mm-hmm.
Then on top of that, this event is at her home.
Mm-hmm.
With her daughter.
So it's just like I don't understand. And I don't understand why you would want to come. You already don't feel like she's being genuine, number one, anyway. That's what you told Candy. You told her you don't feel like she's being genuine. And you're not in a good place with her. So I don't understand why you're even pressed.
And then
you feel like she's being genuine. You feel like it's for a photo op.
Even afterwards, she said,
but you want to be in the photo.
Even afterwards, when she said, oh, they're doing this for a photo op anyway. So if you didn't think they're being genuine, why would you go?
Because she wanted to be in the photo.
She calls Candy in a rage, saying Portia's party is fake and just for a photo op. Girl, but you were so pressed to come, bringing a gift for her daughter. You obviously wanted to be in the photo op, honey.
Yeah, you sounded so happy to give Pilar a gift. You don't care for that family.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she was gonna throw shade. She gave her that gift. She know it. She bring gifts as props, just like she did Eva with the little doll. So, girl, bye. You're a shade monster.
I ain't gonna lie. She could have kept that damn doll.
Pilar ain't one of them daggone dolls. She got all them toys as it is. Because Portia, I'm a big fan of Portia, so I like watch her stories.
Portia did everything right this episode. She did everything right.
She got a good Christmas. Let's just say that. Pilar got
a good Christmas.
A lot of toys.
Dude, she had a good baby shower. All them gifts she got before she was even in the world. I was like, well, damn.
So somebody is paying for my makeup. Well, you need a discount.
Oh, yeah. She talking about something. Well, somebody's gonna pay for it. I know that. You don't know how to do your own makeup by now? Candy ain't taught you that yet? Girl, we in a quarantine.
Clearly, you buy your makeup artist. Clearly.
And if you want to be technical, you got mad at Portia for not wearing a mask, but you have a whole nother person touching your face. I'm just saying.
No mask on. You're filming a show when you're around people, production, and they have on masks. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they may take it off. Sometimes they may take it off.
The only person that's been masked up is Marlo.
Yeah.
Exactly. Every time.
My girl pulled out that measuring tape and said, 6 feet.
She won't play.
I live for Miss Hampton. I'm sorry.
We'll get into Marlotta.
I don't mean to do your fave, but I live for Marlo when she's away from Nene. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's the same.
I'm sorry.
I think
I feel like Marlo's the same.
I feel like y'all opinions on Marlo will change by the end of the season. Let's just say that.
I'm sure they will. It's a show, but you know.
When we start recording, tell me all the stuff. But no, in my opinion, I just feel like, well, I've always kind of felt that way. I kind of felt like Marlo always. I feel like Nene is like she's the closest to her out of everybody that was ever on the show. But I do think that she's the same person, whether Nene's around or not.
Look at RJ.
She's the same person. Like she don't switch up. Like like how some people like Cynthia sometimes goes with the wind.
I feel like Marlo goes with the wind too.
Y'all think so?
Just a tad bit, just a
I
smidge.
See,
not in
well
a
maybe not. I don't see.
not in a Cynthia way. In a
Yeah.
You're going to see it. You're going to see it. You're going to see it. We'll go by the end of this video. We'll get into it. So they have Portia's party. Y'all, we have like 2 minutes left, but we're coming back.
Okay.
So they have Portia's party. They have Portia's party. Portia gives her speech, gives her thanks, and Fallon comes. Latoya's there. Poor Toyota.
Not
Don't do
Toyota.
her like that.
Toyota King.
Love to see Latoya really just try not to try so hard. Like we get it's RHOA, we get it's about the shade, but girl, it was
Yeah,
not.
like why would she sit there and say that to that girl?
Yes, but like, come
You
on
just
now.
met her.
Well,
She gives
I
him a
had
bad.
I had to check some of her Kenya stands in the comments last night because all I said was we cannot forget that Kenya and Toya started this with Drew. Oh no, she did it. Drew did it. I'm like, y'all is crazy for me. It's delusional for me.
And now they start trying to get Fallon riled up. Now Fallon paid death travel.
I like Miss Fallon is not here for the games.
Yeah, she.
Exactly. She
Girl,
actually loves you. Because Fallon old man is all about her. She tell that man to jump, he say how high.
Mm-hmm. Oh, baby, you want a hot tub? There you go.
Sit by the pool for his girl and wait at her. What you need back? That's the type of. That's the type.
Meanwhile, Latoya, you holding around on your husband, and Kenya, you and Mark still trying to figure it out.
No, Kenya's still trying to figure it out.
Mark then already figured it out with his new.
He already figured it out for her.
It was been figured. Mark had it all figured out before he even married her.
You know, I'm gonna ask an interesting question. Do y'all think Mark wanted Brooklyn?
No. And I know that for a fact he didn't want that girl.
The only reason I'm gonna say yeah is because when they did the IVF, he went with her.
Yeah, so I think Latoya is she just wants her moment. She seems like she's fighting for her moment. And I'm just like, Latoya, wait your turn, baby. You're not there yet. You're a couple episodes in. You don't have to come so
She doing it to the wrong people.
Like, you're supposed to pick one person and you're not supposed to have genuine beef.
She riding with the wrong team.
That's all. Dating anybody. I think she just.
Yeah, it's like she ain't tried to like get to really know nobody besides Kenya.
That's not
without like before taking shots.
How much does she actually know Candy? Because they said Candy was the one that introduced her.
That's
Her
true.
and Candy are actually friends, but they say from productions they say that Latoya is Candy's friend that Kenya stole.
Mm-hmm.
But she did know. I know she does know Candy well though.
Yeah, I think same thing was like in your even like a person will recommend you for the show, and that would be your in, and then like basically you mesh with, and then they'll label that as your friend.
Yeah.
You know how Bravo do, child. They change it.
Why do y'all think Kenya and Toyota hit off so well?
I just think Kenya's
two of a kind.
They're Spitfires.
Honestly, I don't understand why her and the other girl couldn't get the girl over there couldn't get along because they two of a kind too.
I think Kenya sees like Toya's coming onto the show, kind of how Kenya came onto the show. I'm just gonna shade and whatever sticks, and whoever it sticks to, then that's who I guess. So I got beef with. But I feel like they think that's gonna keep them on the.
You know what? I agree. I feel like if Toya comes back for another season, she's gonna be so toned down.
I don't think so.
I mean, not all the way. I don't think she's gonna be doing as much as she is now.
Latoya is Kenya on steroids.
Yeah.
Kenya at least met a bitch and said, "Hello, how are you?" Da 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 da. Latoya.
You look like you date men with money.
Money.
Yeah. What's that on her head? Like,
so
oh my god.
In a read session, y'all think Toya gets Kenya together?
Well, she couldn't get Drew together.
We gotta see.
She couldn't get Drew together. She
really could have.
But we'll wait for Charleston to get into that one because she couldn't get Drew together.
Oh, I love Drew. I do. She's doing nothing wrong. I don't care what anybody
One
says.
thing Kenya wasn't smart at, Drew's an actress. So one thing about actresses and actors, they're wordsmiths, you know?
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
realize you cling to somebody that don't you think you got so much in common with this girl. You have more in common with Drew. And Drew, she gonna get with you, baby. She studied
You know
work.
what I
She studied
you
work.
know what I love about Drew? She admitted. She didn't backpedal, she admitted. I really wanted to get to know Kenya.
Yeah, she did say that.
You're supposed to be a black woman staple. You're Miss USA. You're supposed
Ooh, she read that girl down. I said, yes, Drew.
supposed to be prestigious
Period.
and upper echelon, but you act like the lower level. Shout out to Luann.
Well, her bank account is on the lower level.
Everybody's like, Kenya's ignoring her. She's just thirsty. I'm like, Kenya has responded every time. What is y'all talking about?
And she's gets on her interview. I don't even want to hear Kenya say, "Oh, girls just coming for me for no reason." No, every interview you get, you shade Drew for no
You shade Drew.
excuse
For
my
no reason.
no reason at all.
Maybe think what you call it was down there in Tampa with her.
Don't say that.
She straight from out the gate. Like she does not like Drew. Like what did this girl do to you?
You know, Kenya got
You don't
thank
know
for
her.
people's husbands.
She sure
Well,
did.
she did say her husband was fine.
It was cute. Mm-hmm.
Well, she love other people's husbands.
Mm.
Child, Drew will be here with a bad
Apollo.
Ooh. Yeah, what was that?
She better stop playing with Drew.
Apollo.
What you say, Kier?
Apollo.
Apollo, go away from me with this.
Keep your paws off my Apollo, or we gonna have a problem.
Apollo is fine. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
I know this sounds so bad, but prison did him well.
He looked better before he went.
You think so?
I like a little scruff.
Yeah.
I like him before he went.
Ooh. But anyways.
Close your legs to married men, people.
Yeah.
Close your legs to married men. First of all, I have to.
Well, he's not married right now.
Is tearing this muffin up.
For a girl, I'm so hungry, and I want to get up and go get food so bad.
Pierre is dogging this bread. I don't know what she eating over. She is trying that joint down. It's making me hungry.
My sister's hungry.
It's a baked potato.
Hungry, y'all. But anyways,
me too.
Okay, so they wrap up the episode. Portia gives her speech to the girls, and just so excited. And I really appreciate Portia for all the work that she's doing, and the fact that she said on camera, Kenya, she does. Y'all didn't have to do this. I do it because it's in my heart, and I'm living my grandfather's legacy. And her sister playing that party for her. It was not, you act like it was Portia's idea to do that. Like, girl,
that's my thing too. Like, you acting as though Portia just was like, oh, don't invite her. Portia didn't even know nothing about this. So why are you so upset?
Exactly.
It's
like, and stop acting like, and you're not even in a good place for her, so why are you so pressed?
Anything Portia does, she's going to try to malign it. Anything, everything.
Mind you, Kenya told Candy, for Cynthia's party, I need you to send out the invitations. Why you can't do it?
Because if she sends them out, ain't nobody gonna come.
Side note, I like how Candy getting on a little bit more this time around.
Candy, I think she's saying like, Kenya, don't go at nobody about no social. And like, come on, boo.
I like how Candy is like standing up to her with that, like not letting her say whatever, like Cynthia is.
That's what I'm saying. Like Candy getting on a lot more this time around.
Cynthia be like,
you know, Cynthia, child, she ain't gonna say nothing.
You check your friend. She don't know how to check her, and Candy checks her.
To me, it's not about even checking her, but like let your friend know when she's wrong, or let your friend know like when you need to stop. Like that's my thing. Cynthia, like even when she was on the phone with Lauren, when Kenya was saying whatever she was saying, Cynthia was just like, Yeah. 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 Like, girl.
She's a yes man. She's a yes man. So she's gonna go
I
with
didn't agree with that phone call. Like, it made it sound like she sounded like she was against Lauren. No, you wasn't, Cynthia. Come on now.
Exactly. You was
understood.
apprehensive about inviting Kenya too, even though you want to bring her as a plus one. You were apprehensive as well.
Why would you even bring it? You know what they got into at the reunion
Yeah.
and how that turned out, and now you telling me I'm gonna bring Kenya. No, come on, girl. You trying to be messy?
She's a bad vibe, and nobody wanted her there.
I'm sorry, but the way she snapped at the producers, that's what just did it for me.
Yeah, like
Just a nasty attitude, just nasty.
You just accused Nene of being difficult with producers. Now look what you're doing.
Straight up miserable. Maybe that's why she needs Latoya. Bring some fun in her life. She's so miserable, child.
miserable.
Every time she get on camera, just so Kenya no more. We want no more of her. I just can't. And that Watch What Happens Live look, girl, you look like a lion.
Oh.
And the witch and the wardrobe.
Yes.
Child.
I couldn't take it no more.
I was like, ooh, too much damn hair.
Yeah.
She just don't want to be friends with Portia, and it's so sad.
Just say that.
Honestly, I think she wanted to be, but she's hurt that Portia kind of stopped being friends with her last season.
Josh, you buying that?
Yeah, I am actually.
Oh,
I think the way she looks at it, I think she feels like Portia turned on her because of Nene, but I think that Portia, I don't think Portia turned on her, but I think Portia just, once she did what she did with Tanya, Portia was just like, good off you.
She thought she changed. And she
saw
Kenya. She was like,
but she saw she was the same old Kenya, so she distanced herself as anybody would have.
You calling somebody
exactly, because you have to admit Portia's grown a little.
Yeah, she's grown a lot.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so if you're grown, but then the person you came out with,
and then like Drew was saying on Twitter, if
I agree, Ernest,
you hosting a party and you're sending out invitations and you got to tell somebody else to send them for you because you don't believe nobody's gonna come to your event, something's wrong with you.
Yeah,
and you should see that at this point.
You cannot keep a friend, and it ain't even about Nene. You can't keep a friend and save your life because you dog everybody out on Madden.
Exactly.
It's the twirl fans for me talking about, oh, she's thirsty. Now when Kim Fields wasn't saying nothing, y'all was saying she was weak. Now you got a bitch that's gonna clap back every time. Y'all
defend her with that bull crap. She treated Kim Fields like shit. Period.
Yes, she did. For no reason.
Now we got a Chicago girl that's about that life, and now y'all mad.
Yeah, she said, I'm from Chicago, bitch. Don't fuck with me.
Fuck with me.
Don't fuck with me.
Ooh, period.
I got some TLNS. Y'all, just be ready for Drew one line. Everybody, after that scene, everybody gonna fuck with Drew. She gets in that ass. Don't bring
I'm ready for it.
And I will say this, hint. Don't bring up nobody's husband. Bring up nobody's husband. You don't go with nobody's husband. You can bring up anybody else. Don't bring up nobody's family. Because people they gonna get with you.
My man, my mama, my kids.
Don't play. And then I'll say all the time, I play by a lot of things. I don't play with my food, my money, my family, or my man. You touch either four of those, I just might get in your ass.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, the fourth one, I don't put shit past the man, so you could touch him.
Yeah, I don't put nothing past him.
I'd be like, oh shit, he probably did. Men will do anything at this point.
Exactly.
I ain't defending that one.
You're right about that.
I ain't defending that one of them.
Coming from a man, all men can't.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
I have to agree. I hate that I'm agreeing, but I have to. I can't even. Yeah.
So how y'all rate this episode? We'll start with you here. How y'all rate this episode?
I'll give it a 7.58.
Yeah, I think Portia saved it. She's carrying the season on her back.
On the season.
On her back. It's sad at this point.
I agree. I give it a 7.5.
I'll give it a 7.
7.
6.5.
6.5.
Underwhelming. I think
That's not too bad.
the previews are starting to be more better than the episodes.
Yeah.
Like I said, for a COVID season, they're doing pretty well.
They're doing good.
Yeah, I have to agree.
And that's why.
And the way that the season is like building up to the drama.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bravo is working overtime with that.
I can't believe people are calling it boring though.
I don't think it's boring. It's not boring.
It's like do they want to see it like they want to see that every episode. Like I don't know how people want that. I can't deal with drama every episode.
Yeah.
You can't please everybody. Some people they gonna
that's true.
Regardless.
And from my sources, they say it's like 2 seasons put together. So
yeah, I seen Peach Report said that.
Yeah, so that's that Peach Report. Shout out to Peach Report. But
I was about to say, shout out to Miss Peach Report. She be having it ready.
Ready.
She do.
Yeah, everything.
And that's one of the blogs, and all about the tea as well. Peach Report, Monique and Portia, and Monique herself. All when I announced, like when I DM them and asked them for advice about doing this whole YouTube ordeal.
I love Monique and Portia. I know that page personally.
Very supportive, always keeping me in the loop, and Peach Report always giving me the exclusive tea, honey. And oh my God, all about the tea. Monica as well, always keeping me updated with the exclusives. So,
Child, that Miss Peach Report, she don't miss nothing.
She don't miss a beat.
Don't miss a beat.
She know what she doing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm excited about this. I'm excited about the season and what's coming. So yeah.
I'm ready to see more of Miss Fallon, even though I know we don't see her that much. I'm ready to see more of her.
Mm-hmm.
She comes on a Charleston trip, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's what made her and Tanya leave. So I need to see what happened.
Poor Tanya. Damn it.
Don't do my Canadian. You know I love Tanya. Don't do her.
I just don't think she want to be in this. She want to have fun.
Exactly. That's all Tanya wants to do. And Kenya just makes it so difficult.
We can't forget what this show is about. But it's just Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you. I do.
Everybody off, she's like, ugh. You want to have fun. You want to be there, but she's like, look at this rat.
That's true too. It's like, oh, here comes the bad vibe coming.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like you can never just have fun. Like, just have fun, girl.
I can kind of agree with that. It's like a constant bad vibe. It's like a never ending.
Mm-hmm.
Like she tried to be a part of it, but she, it's just not in her.
And girl, we know you can't read. All you do is bring up people's kids. So stop.
I will say this though.
Or their husbands.
I will say this though. She got Kenya good at the reunion.
That's how she do.
She thought she had a loaded gun, but she shot a blank.
A blank.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about that one. I like that one too. I was talking about when she said, "You worried about a cookie lady, and your man got a whole dessert bar in New York." I said, "Bitch, that was a Portia read right there." Yes.
They trained Tanya well for that reunion.
Yeah. She must have called Portia. She must have called Nene. Must have called Martin. Say, girls, give me the read book. Where's the read Bible? I need the read book. But hopefully Tanya comes back to the show. I really like to.
She better come to the reunion at least.
Yes.
From what I'm
hearing,
I don't see it.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Tanya's not coming.
I don't see it.
She better come.
But y'all stay tuned because this ain't over. We coming back with the RHOP season 6 exclusive tea, the Andy boycott, and y'all. We got so much stuff to get into. So y'all buckle up, get in your seats, and because we ain't done yet.
Get you a drink.
Get you a
whole drink.
Get you a baked potato like Kiara.
Period.
Shout out to the baked potato. Kiara, you're just iconic every episode. I can't take it. Just killing it, honey. It's the props. It's the shade. It's the baked potato. But we coming back, y'all. So